Hello. So if you've been following my tuk-tuk journey, you'd see that in the last episode I arrived in Kericho, Kenya. Sorry, it's raining, it's drizzling, so and I'm tired of waiting, so I'll just do this video anyway. In this video, I'll show you my experience in Kericho, and then I'll show you the beauty that was Lake Victoria when I got to Kisumu, Kenya. I'll show you the process of returning the tuk-tuk back to the owner. I'll show you how I got reunited with my van daddy, and at the end of everything I'll tell you exactly why my plans changed, why I decided to quit the tuk-tuk expedition, and my plans going forward. If you are yet to subscribe, I hope you do. Please hit the subscribe button and hit the notification button and help me grow this family. Thank you very much. Now we can get into the video. So we got to the camp very late. It was a tumultuous journey that we couldn't film because it was raining and it was dark, and the tuk-tuk light wasn't giving us what we wanted at night on a bad road. We went through hell. We didn't film, but then we arrived safely. Then the next morning we woke up very hungry. We went to the chef in the camp and he said, "Oh yeah, sure, I can cook for you." And we were like, amazing stuff. So we gave him the ingredients to cook. Let me show you. You are being funny right now, I see. And I will accept it gladly. With all my power and my might.
No salt, no nothing, just that.
So when I left Nairobi and entered Limuru, it literally rained every single day, and that was the same thing at Kericho. Kericho and Limuru have so many similarities: tea plantation, rain, very high altitude, and so on and so forth. So it didn't stop raining in Kericho. After our breakfast, we had actually planned to go into Kericho town, but it never happened because the rain just wouldn't let us be great. Then after trying to outwait the rain, it eventually subsided. Hallelujah. And then we decided that we wanted to do some canoeing, as it was the last night Francisca was spending there. So we did some canoeing into the night and we called it a night. The next morning, Francisca left, and I decided it was the best time to make my trip to Kisumu, Kenya. When I got to Kisumu, I camped at the Lake Victoria. By the Lake Victoria, at a camping site called Donga Hill Camping Site. I had a very short stay in Kisumu compared to the other places I've been. Maybe because of the heat, because it was like transitioning from one of the coldest parts of Kenya to a hot place, and also because my mind had begun transitioning to something else. I felt like with each journey I took with the tuk-tuk, my mind got closer to deciding that I needed a change. So Kisumu was about 3 days, and then I decided to return to Nakuru because the owner of the tuk-tuk was in Naivasha, and so I went to Nakuru. I spent a few days, met with a fellow Nigerian content creator, Kenneth Nwache, and then we did some street fooding together with Francisca. Now here you go climb. Wait first, never go. Now here you go climb. I will bring. Wait, you dey relax first. Which kind of thing be this?
But it hot.
It dey hot. It dey hot. Why is it not coming down? Wahala. Okay, somebody done. Who sent the person message?
Okay, hey. Insurance for fall.
I not get insurance. Sorry, if you fall, now your problem be that.
So
you know if you fall though. I don't carry many people inside this tuk-tuk. You know if
future Nigerian president.
Hey, not be smart thing. Just sit down, future Nigerian president. It's an honor to be carrying you, sir.
Yes.
We don't have.
Kenneth and I weren't together for too long because the rain kept spoiling our show. We actually attempted street food the next day, but the rain spoiled it anyway again. So, and then we went clubbing, and then the club was empty because it was a Tuesday, so we had to give up. Then I decided to return the tuk-tuk to the owner after I got to Nakuru. He was in Naivasha at that time, so I took a ride to Naivasha. Okay. Really? I'm going to Nairobi.
And the service, I've not serviced it.
What about the clutch?
Check it.
Because the last time I was with it, I almost felt like the clutch. The exhaust.
I got a gasket.
There's a gasket. It's supposed
no, but I removed. Got it here, so I got this small thing.
That's good.
It was a huge relief to have returned the tuk-tuk as a whole. Very good. When I was taking the tuk-tuk, because the man is a great person, the owner of the tuk-tuk is great, I was hoping that nothing happened to the tuk-tuk. Of course, I'm a careful driver, but you know, sometimes you never know. I was happy to have returned it good, the way I took it, almost the way I took it. So I took a trip to Nairobi after returning the tuk-tuk, and the trip to Nairobi will be shared with you in the next video. After the trip to Nairobi, I traveled to Diani to meet my daddy, my van daddy. I had missed him. I feel like the hurdles I faced with the tuk-tuk made it easier with daddy. Has made it easier with daddy. Not that I've driven him a lot since I got back, but I'm sure whatever challenge is in front of me would be easily overcome because of my tuk-tuk experience. Anyway, I got reunited with daddy and it was a beautiful time with him. Pretty doesn't recognize me anymore. Pretty. You always run to me. Why are you not running to me this time? I miss you. Don't you miss me, baby? Pretty, don't you miss me? Oh, my van. Oh, heavens. Wow. The coverage I covered, it is still there. Mad. What, daddy? Oh, daddy. Daddy. Wow. See daddy the van. When I got back to daddy, I tried to put him on, but the battery was completely dead because I had been away from him for 3 months. So I decided to call a car, someone to help me jumpstart the van. They came, they jump-started it. It took a while, but later it started working. The next day, I decided to take him from point A to point B because my friend Nimi was moving places, so I had to move him. That was one of the reasons why it was easy for me to quit. I mean, I had wanted to quit, but not staying in Kisumu for too long was partly because there was this time limit and I had to move because I didn't leave the key to the van for anybody to drive it. Almost people don't know how to drive it. Mechanics, all the mechanics in Nairobi, so many people don't know how to drive it. It's half gear manual, so I didn't feel comfortable leaving the keys to drive. It's just the keys to the main van, and that's just it. So I have to come by myself to move the van. I hadn't driven for up to 10 minutes when I perceived that familiar smell of a dry radiator. And I'm like, oh my god, I forgot to put water in the radiator. So we had to stop right there on Diani Beach Road to get some water. And then I moved him to the new location, which was cool. It was cool to drive daddy again. I am happy to be with him. I am happy to be with my van, the van that gave me so much joy and sadness. I'm happy to be back here. And the things I learned from my tuk-tuk journey, I mean, I knew I am a strong woman, but I didn't know how truly strong. I have so much strength. I'm not talking about physical strength. I am a very strong woman. I am formidable. I am so daunting. I am unstoppable. When I set my mind to it, I will do it. Oh my god, is my life interesting? Is my life friggin' interesting? The tuk-tuk has taught me a lot of things. I would have asked for nothing more because it's just the best way to transition. I am so ready. I could scream. I am so overwhelmed with joy, with excitement, with what my life would be and how dangerous and interesting and crazy it would be. And I really can't wait to show you. As I'm talking, I am doing my hands like this on my thighs because I am so friggin' excited. I've come a long way and I am so proud of myself. And I'm ready, truly. So why did I decide to quit tuk-tuk life? What a question. Well, I feel like I had started getting this urge for a change when I was with the yellow tuk-tuk. Maybe because it was so problematic, I just really needed something else. I don't know. But even when I got the blue tuk-tuk, I mean, it gave me zero problems. I was very, very okay with the blue tuk-tuk. But there was always this thing, there was always this idea that my mind kept flirting with. There was always this desire for a change, and I felt like Nairobi to Kisumu 3 months was enough for my transition. I feel like the best decision I made was to go on this tuk-tuk journey, because it's the best of transitions. For the next phase of my life, it was the best before. I am so ready for the next phase. I've already started training for the next phase. I'm so excited. It doesn't matter what comes my way, the excitement just takes everything away. It's like overwhelming, and then I'm just there, I'm just ready. In the next video I'll show you what I'm ready for, but until then, to everybody who has watched every video in the series and any video in the series, in the Tuk-Tuk series, thank you. It was a crazy time. I had max fun. I might pick up a tuk-tuk one day and ride, maybe not, okay. But well, I am happy to be back here. I am happy to be so excited about what's coming next, and I am so excited to share it with you. I hope you watch the next video. Until that time, hit the subscribe button, please hit the subscribe button, please. Thank you for watching. Bye.